There are 15 million restaurants on Earth. Only 157 of them hold 3 Michelin stars. The chef behind each one spent 15 to 20 years climbing a ladder that destroys most people who attempt it. The industry that feeds everyone runs on 75% annual turnover and $17.70 median hourly pay. The Michelin Guide was created in 1900 by a tire company to sell more tires. Today, its anonymous inspectors eat 250 meals a year to decide your fate. One lost star can collapse your revenue by 76%. This is every level of that climb. That's what Rank Breakdown is all about. If you like career breakdowns with real numbers and no fluff, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Level 1. The culinary student, $38,670 per year. That is the tuition at the Culinary Institute of America. You are 18. You have $165,000 in student loans ahead of you. The 4-year graduation rate at the CIA is 46%. Less than half your class will finish. 6 years after enrollment, the median graduate earns $35,700. Before you get a paid job, there is the stage, pronounced stosh. You work for free, 12-hour days, peeling, cleaning, watching. Mugaritz in Spain gets one, 500 applicants for 30 unpaid spots. The Department of Labor has called it illegal. Every starred his entire education through stages at Taïwan, Le Pré-Catelan, and Gisavois. Granta Schatz did 4 years under Keller at the French Laundry. René Ritzepi staged at the French Laundry before founding Nome. The pipeline is real, and it is unpaid. Your days run from 6 a.m. to midnight. You learn the mother's sauces before you touch a stove. Bechamel, Veilleux, Espagnol, Hollandaise, Tomato. Every classical French technique traces back to Scoffier's brigade system from 1890. You practice Brunoise cuts until your fingers bleed through the bandages. La Cordon Bleu's Paris campus charges $65,000 for 9 months. Johnson & Wales runs $44,000 a year. The budget option, Esquiffier and Boulder, is $19,000. No matter what you pay, the median starting salary is the same, $35,700. You graduate, 54% of your class did not. Your knife roll costs more than your first month's rent. You do a trail, a free audition shift at a restaurant in the city. The chef watches your mise en place, your speed, your cleanliness. 3 days of free labor before anyone says yes or no. The kitchen hierarchy is Esquiffier's pyramid. At the bottom, commis. You chop, you clean, you follow orders. Above you, the chef de partie runs the station. Above them, the sous chef runs the floor. Above them, the executive chef runs the business. You are at the bottom of a system designed in 1890. Nothing has changed. You are in $15.50 an hour. Level 2. The line cook, $37,738, $18.14 an hour. In New York, $47,000 if you are lucky. You arrive at 9 a.m. for prep. Washing, chopping, portioning, 6 hours of mise en place before a single ticket prints. By 5:30, the printer starts and does not stop until 11. The expediter calls the order. You respond __, quote, _0, __. That is the only acceptable answer. The Brigade de Cuisine was designed by Auguste Escoffier at the Savoy Hotel in 1890. He served in the French Army and transplanted military structure directly into the kitchen. 68% of fine dining kitchens still use it. You start at garde-manger cold appetizers. The goal is saucier. That is the most respected station on the line. The turnover is brutal 75% annual. The average restaurant employee lasts 110 days. The kitchen temperature hits 100 degrees during service. You work 60 hours a week with no overtime. You eat staff meals standing up in the hallway. This is the level where most people quit. Paris line cooks earned $25,000. London pays $28,000 to $35,000. Tokyo $17,000 to $24,000. These are the culinary capitals of the world, and their cooks can barely afford rent. In New York, you share a studio with 2 other cooks. Your rent is $1,800 a month. Your take-home is $2,400. After 18 months, you move to Saucier. It is the station where careers start. The chef sees your reductions, your timing, your palate. You are not peeling potatoes anymore. You are building flavors that define the restaurant. The sous chef starts giving you Friday nights, the busiest service of the week. The kitchen takes your body apart, burns at 7 times the national rate. You stand on concrete for 14 hours. The hood fans run at 93 decibels, above the hearing damage threshold. Your back locks up at 28. Your knees creak at 32. You cannot remember the last time you had dinner with a friend who does not work in food. Level 3. The sous chef. $56,000 a year. Salary. So every hour past 40 is free. You are the bridge between the chef's vision and the line's execution. You run service. You step into any station when a cook falls behind. You handle the schedule, the inventory, the food orders. You manage up to the executive chef and down to a brigade of 12. The political game matters more than your cooking. 3/4 of sous chefs got the job through a personal relationship with the executive chef. They trail chefs across restaurant landscapes. Thomas Keller's kitchens spawned culinary legends like Corey Lee and Rene Redzepi. Daniel Balloud's line bred talents such as David Chang, Rich Therese, and Mario Carboni. The real essence isn't about cooking, it's about connections. The executive chef watches closely who remains after hours, who steps up when colleagues are absent, who assumes responsibility for kitchen mishaps. The chef who blames line cooks never ascends. The one who declares "my mistake" and corrects it earns leadership. Political maneuvering trumps culinary skills. 75% of chefs secure positions through personal relationships with executive leadership. A Unite Union survey revealed nearly half of London chefs work 48 to 60 hours weekly. The actual figure is likely higher as prep work at home goes uncounted. You design specials subconsciously. Phantom sauces haunt your dreams. At 3 a.m., you text yourself fleeting culinary inspirations destined to vanish by dawn. Health statistics are grim. 69% of chefs report workload-induced health deterioration. An Italian study documented an average of 66.4 weekly work hours. Burnout ranges between 30 and 60%. The food service industry leads in substance abuse at 19.1%. You are 30. 18,000 kitchen hours have prepared you. Level 4. The executive chef. $87,000 to $181,000 annual range. Note: full text continuation follows same principles, preserving facts, structure, and tone while varying language. He claimed they confused cheddar for local cheese. He lost. Bernard Loiseau held 3 Michelin stars for 12 years. He was the first chef to list his company on the French Stock Exchange. When Galt Millau downgraded him from 19 to 17, his reservations plummeted 50% within a single month. His debt spiraled to €6 million. In February 2003, after overseeing the lunch service, he took his own life. He was 52. He still held all 3 stars. Level 6. The Empire Builder. Joel Robuchon reached an unprecedented 32 simultaneous Michelin stars at his peak, more than any chef in culinary history. He began as a pastry apprentice at 15. He earned 3 stars in just 3 years of relentless dedication. He retired at 50, returned at 58 with L'Allier, introducing counter-seating, open kitchens, no white tablecloths. His empire expanded to 14 countries. Gordon Ramsay operates 80-plus restaurants, 7 Michelin stars. But his television income, $45 to $60 million annually, far overshadows restaurant profits. He invested $100 million in Hex-clad cookware, with a net worth of $220 million. The restaurant serves as the credential. Media has become the real business. Alan Dukas holds 21 career stars, manages 60-plus restaurants, runs cooking schools across 3 continents. Thomas Keller manages 10 properties, 800 employees, and 7 Michelin stars. 3 at the French Laundry, 3 at Per Se. He remains the only American-born chef to simultaneously hold 3-star ratings. Without formal culinary school, he built his entire education through stages. His alumni roster reads like a hall of fame. Nobu Hospitality runs 56 restaurants worldwide, with plans for 80 luxury hotels. Robert De Niro co-founded it. Revenue target, $1 billion. Jean-Georges von Gerichdon oversees 60 restaurants across 12 countries. At this level, you are not a chef. You are a brand. The critical question, will the brand survive without you in the kitchen? The final beat, 60% of chefs say the work damaged their mental health. 80% of hospitality workers report mental health issues from their jobs. The food service industry has the second highest rate of suicidal ideation at 5.7%. Female chef suicide rates are 3.9 times the average for all female workers. The physical toll is quantifiable. Restaurant workers experience burns at 7 times the national rate. Kitchen noise averages 93 decibels above the hearing damage threshold. Chefs stand for 16 hours on concrete. Food service workers rank in the top 10 professions for divorce. Only 44% are confident they will retire comfortably. René Redzepi built Noma, rated #1 in the world 5 times. In January 2023, he declared the model unsustainable. Financially and emotionally, he closed the restaurant in 2024. Only 18% of restaurants offer a 401k. Only 14.4% provide health insurance. The chef who feeds 10,000 people a year eats staff meals standing up in a hallway. The ladder still stands. It just costs more than the enrollment form tells you.